Hello, I'm Luke Hatfield. I'm joined by Lewis Cox here at the Shropshire Star. Shrewsbury Town take on Plymouth, one of the form sides in League One this weekend, and they weren't a form side when they previously faced them, were they?
Certainly not. I mean, it's not an easy game by any stretch. I think Paula said yesterday every league game for Town now is massive between now and the end of the season because of the position they're in. But at the minute, it can't come much tougher than Plymouth, really. I mean, their rise and sort of revival has been meteoric. You're right about when Town went down to Plymouth in October, I think it was. Plymouth were bottom. They'd won one game and they looked like they had no hope. In fairness to them, they've stuck with their gaffer, Derek Adams, and he's really turned it around. A few things have gone in their favour. A few little pointers that have been sorted out. Their goalkeeping situation, their suspension, stuff like that, injuries, and they've sorted it out. And now they're one of the form teams. They've lost 1 in 11, up to 11th. Yeah. So they'll really fancy their chances. You know, that one defeat they have had has been against Wigan. You know, leaders. They beat Blackburn last week, which was a massive favour for Town. But you know, they'll fancy their chances coming to the Meadow, won't they? They certainly won't come in and sit back, I'd have thought. And you know, they've got players capable of hurting Town. That's it. And you touched on Adams as well. Some interesting words from him recently, saying that, you know, Shrewsbury Town do have some weaknesses to target. I mean, what could he be on about? Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, he had a lot of good things to say about Poorhurst men, and you know, said that a surprise team in the division, said they got goal threat from all over, which we know is true, you know, even in defence. But what was really interesting, as you say, is that he went on record and talked about, you know, like every team, Shrewsbury have got weaknesses, and he specifically pointed to players out of position in the defence. He specifically said, I mean, clearly he's on about Omar Beckles, who we spoke to yesterday. Actually, we've got a story with him online, but he's likely to play left back again, isn't he? As he has been for a number of months. I mean, it's an interesting one because is it a weakness? I mean, maybe. He's done well. He's done well. So. He's done really well, absolutely really well, and he's keeping Max Lowe, who is a natural left back, out of the team. So, and he's got his positives for playing in that position. You know, he's strong, aggressive. He does get down the flank. He likes to use his footwork, as we know, and so there are positives to have him playing, without doubt. I mean, he's not left-footed. That's probably the one detraction, and the fact he's not natural there. But the only time since October, since Junior Brown's injury, he's come unstuck, really, is at Blackburn when Town lost, and you know, he was unlucky to get an early booking, which really had him walking a tightrope. So, you know, they're probably going to look at that and see that he's a centre half. But you know, I'm sure every team in recent weeks has probably looked at that. You know, but they haven't managed to get the better of him, which is credit to Omar. So yeah, I mean, interesting that they've pointed that out. I mean, I don't know whether they still categorise Matt Sadler as a left back playing centre half now. He's obviously long since reinvented himself at centre half and is one of Town's best players. So interesting to see if they do target Beckles at the Meadow tomorrow. Obviously, you can catch all of our updates from the ground as usual. And maybe there'll be more focus on Beckles, and maybe Beckles will have seen those comments and will have the bit between his teeth.
Well, let's hope he does, because you know, it's a big game, and Shrewsbury Town could, of course, continue their aim for promotion. For all the latest on that, make sure you stay with us at ShropshireStar.com.